this time tomorrow, right there, should be a new piece of equipment. You know, it's funny, since the water jet cutter was taken over to the new workshop, it feels like there's like a center of gravity that's moved. It's like the new workshop, even though we're not spending much time there, is like the workshop. And it now feels like this place that we've been in for a year and a half, over a year and a half, is like a skeleton, like a sort of shadow of a workshop. And I think that's just because the water jet cutter has so much sort of gravity to it. It's the main machine that we use. Well, I don't know if that's true. We use this centrifugal tumbler probably even more so. It's done more hours, that's for sure. Now today is Sunday as I record this, and tomorrow, fingers crossed, tomorrow we are getting the vibratory tumbler. Now I don't know if you remember, but the vibratory tumbler was the machine that I first saw at the MX show. It was an engineering and machinery show up in Auckland, I think in like May of this year. Now, in fact, I'll show you that bit of footage right now. Now that machine, that exact machine, is the machine that's getting delivered here, hopefully tomorrow, perhaps Tuesday. So in the last few months, you know, I've been talking with the guy from the UK. He came down here when he was here. I've sent my own raw products to them in the UK. They did, you know, test tumbling and gave me the results, that kind of thing. And you know, the machine's gonna work. So it's funny, the machine that I was sort of in awe at and just like drooling over just like at that show it's gonna be there. It's gonna be right there in, I don't know, 2 days time, 1 day's time, I don't know. I hope I can get to sleep tonight. The reason we're gonna put it there is we have the 3-phase power from the water jet cutter. We have the water drain off from the water jet cutter, and we have, you know, the water that went to the water jet cutter. So like, we have to kind of put some pipes back in because we didn't realize we were going to put the machine there. But so everything's there, so it's going to go there. Now the reason we're putting it here and not in the new workshop is because we have over 2,000 titanium tweezers, 100 or 200 or 300 titanium pens and mechanical pencils, and another 200 or 300 pill pots that I've got to tumble basically in the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, something like that. And so, you know, we're all set up here. You know, I still live here, you know, just over the hill, like 10 minutes away. And so to sort of set everything up over there while we still live here, it means we'd be, or at least my dad would be commuting every day. It's an hour each way. So it just makes sense to keep it here right now till we get past this tumbling stage. Once we get past this sort of big lot of tumbling of these tweezers, pens, pencils, and pill pots, we'll probably then see about moving, you know, everything that's left here in the workshop and take it over to the new workshop. As you may have seen in previous videos, I have a thing about used machinery now. I used to, when I was younger, it was always like I would never buy anything brand new, you know, like products for myself or anything like, you know, computers, phones, anything. It was always used. But I've discovered, especially in the last year, that when you're running a business and you need to deliver things on time, you need support if it breaks down, and you're spending like 50 or 100,000 on something, like, buying new is the way to go. Now it's not just from my experience, it's talking to, you know, a few guys I know in business who have been in, you know, at minimum a couple of decades in business and sometimes a lot more. And so I have a thing now, I only buy brand new. I can't envisage me buying anything second hand. You never know, but I doubt it. In fact, although in saying that, the pickup truck that you see sometimes in the video, I bought that 2 years old. I feel that, like, that makes sense. Like, I don't like the idea of buying it brand new. Maybe that's just the position I'm in right now, you know, financially. Maybe I might only buy brand new vehicles. But it just seems like the amount you lose in the first, you know, 2 to 3 years is just so much for like the downside of having like things go wrong. Like, things go wrong, no big deal. You take it to the garage, they fix it. You know, like, whereas if you have a big machine like, say, this, if this centrifugal tumbler went wrong, it's down. You know, I've got to wait for parts from America, that kind of thing. So anyway, right, what I was going to talk about was this machine here. Now, it's pretty messy. The machine's got like an ultrasonic cleaner, bowls, sandpaper and all that on it. But what this is, I don't think I've ever shown you this before. It's I think they call it a disc finisher. It's got different names, but basically it's another type of tumbler. So we've got the centrifugal tumbler here. We've got the vibratory tumbler that's going to go over there that I showed you earlier. And then this one, these bowl things, they spin like that. They've got, this stays fixed and the one underneath spins, and it has like it creates what's called a toroidal effect. Now, a toroidal effect is basically like, you know, like when the water goes down the plug hole in your sink, you know, that sort of whirlpool type thing. It's that, but with media. So it's quite aggressive. I don't think it's as aggressive as a centrifugal tumbler, but it's certainly not far away. The problem is you can't put much in them. Now, this machine new is like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 is a lot. But this is a very old machine. It's good condition, but it's old. So the machine cost me $2,000. But that's $2,000 gone. Like, I can't really sell it anymore. The funny thing is when I first bought it, the rubber inside was good, like it was good condition. And then it's all kind of gone moldy and awful in here. But basically, the rubber, after like a few hours use, it just wore away and it went right down to the sort of cast aluminium or whatever it is. Like, and suddenly it needs like new internal rubber parts that would cost way more than the $2,000 that I paid. So there's nothing I could really do with it. I might put it for sale for a small amount, I don't know. But I mean, the only thing that's kind of worth it is, you know, the rack that it's on, this nice aluminium rack, you know, it's got nice slide out trays. Might just keep that and dump the rest, but it's just one of those things. There's nothing I can do. Like, it was a year and a half ago I bought it. Was it a year and a half? Something like that. And yeah. That media there is ceramic tumbling media. Now, it's funny because, you know, initially I would buy that media just in, you know, a handful of kilos, 4 or 5 kilos, something like that. But now with this new vibratory tumbler that's going to be arriving, you know, like, I've got to buy 150 kilos, which is about 300 and something pounds for you Imperial people. It's amazing how things progress. You know, suddenly you're buying a few kilos, and then suddenly you're up to like nearly at multiple hundreds of kilos. It's funny how things can grow without you realizing it.